Let's switch gears and talk about your charity work. Now, you've done a lot of stuff
Sure.
outside of wrestling. Tell me about some of the organizations that you've worked with.
Yeah, so I mean, I've done some charitable work within the industry with meet and greets and stuff like that at different events and being accessible. But a lot of the work that I'm very proud of is working for a former company in my real world, if you want to call it that. And I've done a lot of work with Make-A-Wish Foundation, and I've also done a lot of work with St. Jude's. The company that I worked for, was a retail company where obviously you would want to sponsor customers to donate and things of that nature. And I've done a lot of work in terms of promoting the organization at different live events, different fairs, things of that nature. I've also had the uh amazing ability to visit the St. Jude's center and the Make-A-Wish Foundation Center as well, for the work that I've done. I do believe in giving back to things like that, because there's a lot of kids that are going through things out there right now that need our help, and a lot of families that may not have the financial means. So being able to do that kind of work is very rewarding on a personal level. It's something that on a monetary level it couldn't buy for me. So incredible to have the opportunity to do that work.
Yeah, I mean, seems like you've done it for a long time too. How long have you been helping out with Make a Wish and St. Jude?
So I'm an active wish granter still with Make-A-Wish, but I'm not working with that company any further. But in total for both, I worked with Make-A-Wish for 7 years, and St. Jude I worked for 5.
Okay, so
But still hold that wish granter level. So, things that I like to try and find a way, if it's possible, to promote with independent shows of, granting wishes and things of that nature. I still put it out there, when I work with companies and see where we can do good business in terms of, wish granting and giving kids a great experience.
yeah. Has there been like any stories that you want to share about some of the experiences you've had while you've been working with those companies?
Yeah, I think the most fun experience was being able to go to the Make-A-Wish Center, and that when I got there they had like a whole events for the weekend set up there. And I think one of the most fun pieces of the time there that I had was they have a whole center set up with video games. Um and they had all the kids there at different times playing video games, and I don't think I've ever had more fun with kids that I did there, because these kids were just so full of life. They were putting what was going on with them health wise in the rearview mirror for a little bit of time, and just putting themselves out there to experience playing these games with myself and others that came there. And I think to me that was a really rewarding time, because there were a lot of kids that had so much personality and so much to give, that they were making me laugh, and I think they were doing, I dare to say they were doing more for me than I probably was doing for them, because leaving there gave me a different perspective and a new lease on the life that I have, and what we all can do with that to make lives better.
I bet they were very happy to see you.
I hope they were. Like I said, I tried to make it fun for them, but they were the ones that were making me laugh the entire time. Like I said, these kids have such big hearts, and they're so courageous for battling what they're going through, and they're the true warriors.
Oh, sure. I mean, they're fighting every day. So I guess were you a big video game player growing up too?
As a kid, I kind of lost interest in my late teens and early 20s when I got involved in professional wrestling. That really took a back seat. Every now and then I'll pick up a controller and I'll play a game here and there, but it's not like I used to. I don't
Yeah,
get sucked into the video game world like I did when I was a teenager.
right. That had to have been such a good feeling though.
An amazing feeling. It's something that even in certain ways words really can't express, what those experiences meant to me.
Yeah, definitely.